Hi Kiki, how are you? Good to hear from you again. Considering our last discussion last week, I think I'm still of the opinion that you're better off moving abroad than remaining in Nigeria. And these are my reasons for saying so. Now I can't speak for other countries, I can't speak for the America, I can't speak for Canada or Australia, but I can speak for the UK where I have lived over 20 years. Yeah, I know you told me about um, domestic abuse you've been going through in your marriage. If you're able to leave Nigeria and come over to the UK here, at least you'll be safe, at least safe. Even if your husband decides to come with you, be rest assured that he wouldn't want to abuse you anymore because he knows he will get into trouble with the police. Secondly, you're a teacher, you trained as a teacher. If you decide to come over here, you will now the UK are in their need for teachers. If you decide to come over here and then decide to continue in your career path as a teacher, the UK now are training teachers. You'll be trained up to the standard of the standard you have here for teachers, and the training is free. They will train you to become a teacher here. Talk about the salaries. Salaries is between 28 and 38,000 pounds. How does that sound compared to what you earn at the moment in Nigeria? About 70,000 naira, which is like 40 pounds here. Tell me, and I know you're not able to look after yourself with that kind of amount of wages every month. And like you said, sometimes you wait for 3, 4 months to even get your wages. I wonder how you survive while you wait. But if you decide to come over here, you're paid your wages every month. That way, you're able to look after yourself, be independent, and look after your family. And you have the opportunity now to teach in good schools. Good schools, you'll be happier being a teacher here as compared to what you do now in Nigeria. Another reason why I think you should come over here is for the sake of your children. I know you struggle paying their fees, but when you here, you don't have to pay fees from primary to secondary school. The education is free here. And if your children decide to go to the uni here, they can access student loan, which is also free while they study, but then they'll pay back when they start working. And you rest assured they will get a job after university and they'll be able to pay back. That way, life is easier. You don't have to think about paying their tuition and all that. Another reason why I think you should come over here is life is a bit better, a bit easier here compared to back home where you have to struggle. There's this constant struggling every day. You struggle, you don't get what you're struggling for. You're not able to even enjoy this bare minimum, simple quality of life. You're not able to enjoy it compared to here. I know now in Nigeria, I hear that even when you pay your bills, you don't get electricity, no good roads, no good water supply. It's not the same here. Here, you pay your bills. Yeah, I know you'll be thinking, oh, bills here are too much. Yeah, but who wouldn't want to pay bills? You want to pay bills as long as you get your the amenities. You have access to those things you're paying for. Here, you have access to good electricity, good roads, good hospital care. Unlike what we have in Nigeria, where people are not even able to afford to pay for their hospital bills, and you won't be looked after. You won't get help in the hospital if you're not able to pay. Here, our NHS is free. Think about it. You have good quality of life here compared to what you have back home. You're not as afraid of being kidnapped here, unlike in Nigeria, where you're always afraid of being kidnapped. You feel afraid of being boggled by criminals on the streets. Everything there, it's problem. But when you come over here, you are safe. Your children are safe. You earn your money. You look after yourself. Nothing compared to that. Think about it and get back to me. We'll be able to help you. Thank you. See you later. Bye.